Pokemon are generally shown as being happy little creatures with a fire of passion in their eyes. Some Pokemon specialize in being cute and adorable little monsters, while others are big, scary, and have the urge to fight. And then there's the ones that I want to talk about today. The ones who hate their own existence. As someone who knows a thing or two about hating their own existence, I thought it would only be fitting to do a video like this. So without further ado, let's just jump right in and talk about some Pokemon with miserable lives.
Rolling, I can never get enough. I've been up too long and I way too drunk, but we straight up in it and we feeling.
The first miserable mon on this list is going to be the unofficial symbol of depression, Whismur. Ironically, it's known as being the Whisper Pokemon, with the Whis in its name and its official species classification being the Whisper Pokemon. I mean, it makes sense, but as soon as anything spooks this little guy, his inaudible whispering turns into some crazy loud screams. He cries so loud and so hard that he scares himself even more. It's like an unending cycle of screaming and terror. Not only that though, since it cries through its ears, it can cry endlessly, hitting things around it with some crazy loud screams until it tires itself out and falls asleep. Imagine the annoyance crickets are in the middle of the night, but a lot louder and no hope of them stopping. It really is an awful way to live. Coming up next is literally the weakest Pokemon in existence. It's no secret that Sunkern is statistically the worst mon out there since it's got the lowest base stats possible of any mon so far. Since it doesn't really have the power to fight back against anything except maybe the air, when it feels threatened it just shakes its leaves at its attacker. I'm no expert, but if I saw a little sunflower seed shaking leaves at me, I don't think that would stop me from harming it. I mean, I might die of laughter, but other than that I honestly can't see it stopping me. Rolling its way onto the number 3 spot on this list, we have everyone's favorite animated Pokeball, Voltorb. Voltorb makes the list because if it gets set off even a little bit, it will explode. To make matters even worse, pretty much anything can set it off. In its Pokemon Yellow Dex entry, it reads that even some uneven ground can cause it to explode. I can't be the only one who's tripped over their own feet, right? Imagine if I was a Voltorb and I did that. I'd be gone. Literally. I would have killed myself. Well, actually, I guess I wouldn't be able to trip over my own feet as a Voltorb since they don't have any, so I guess roll over my own ball? I can't think of an analogy that goes well here and doesn't sound wrong, so let's just end this segment with a bang. Imagine being so paralyzed by the future that you are physically incapable of moving. Kinda reminds me of myself. The future is scary, guys, watch out. Anyway, yeah, that's Xatu over here. The Psychic Totem Pokemon has the ability to detect future events and often stands paralyzed in fear by them. It stands in the same spot because it knows all of the horrible events to come and doesn't want any part of it. That's really all I got for this segment. It's just frozen. He's literally same spot for his entire life. Cascoon is number 1 on this list because when it gets hit, there's nothing it can do about it. It's very much like Sunkern in the sense that where if it gets hit, it does nothing but take the hits because it can't. It's very much like Sunkern in the sense that if it gets hit, it does nothing but take the hits. It can't move because if it does, it'll weaken itself in its evolution. And on top of that, it will always remember the pain it endures. So it's basically like me when my dad was around. Wait, is that too dark? Alright, anyway, let's lighten things up a bit. When Cascoon finally evolves into the great moth that it was destined to be, it can exact its revenge on its attackers, poisoning them with its winged powders and giving them a slow and painful death? Wait, that's not lightening the mood at all. Who wrote this script? Oh, ha, I did. That's right. Breaking the fourth wall. Anyways, to the outro. Alright, that's gonna wrap it up for this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy something a little bit different than what I usually do, I guess. I don't know. Let me know what Pokemon you think are miserable in their own existences down in the comments below. As always, a like rating is greatly appreciated. Subscribe for more Pokemon content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.